Good morning, teachers and students. I'd like to start today by announcing some awards. I'm standing by this display case, and right now in here are some Jaguar things, mugs and hats and Jaguars. I'm going to start replacing those with awards that the school earns. And we've earned our very first award as a school. And so I want to congratulate you and the teachers. This is a certificate of appreciation from the Utah State Board of Education. And it says Jackling Elementary is awarded this in recognition of having 90% of their students' progress monitored at the recommended rates in October, November 2023. All that means is that all of you, when you read with your teacher, um, that we're doing that at the rate that we're supposed to. So every student is being checked and made sure that they are reading and learning how to read. And it's actually a lot harder than it sounds because there's 400 of you. So all the teachers have to make sure that everyone takes a turn to read to them so they can listen to you read. So that's actually really hard to do. And not every school got that. Only a few schools in the whole state of Utah got that. So we're going to put that in a frame and put it in here. And then my second award is for an individual student. This is for Ashley Camacho. Come on up. Ashley's here with me right now, and she is a Lexia superstar. She earned this award by doing stuff on Lexia by completing level 10, and it lists all the different skills she had to learn. That's a lot of things. She can identify suffixes in a word like grateful, walking, and benches, and she can build sentences, and she can do all kinds of amazing things on here. So congratulations, Ashley. She gets a token. So if you complete a Lexia level and receive a certificate like this, you're welcome to come down to the office and get a token as well. Congratulations, teachers, students, and Ashley. All right, next up on Jack's Box News are the birthdays. Now, I have something I need to tell you about that happened the last 2 weeks. I have a list of all the birthdays, and I have a special computer program where you hit a button and it prints out the cards. For some reason, it skipped one person 2 weeks ago, and it skipped someone last week. So I think there's a bug in the computer program I'm going to try and fix. Until then, teachers or students, if you notice I miss your birthday, it's because the computer program glitched and skipped over one of you. Last week, it skipped over Austin Woodruff in Mrs. Cox's class, whose birthday was on Saturday, December 9th. So happy belated birthday. And I feel really bad that I forgot about that because that's the same day I told you my daughter has a birthday. So, Austin, I am so sorry. Happy birthday. And here's who I have for June half birthdays this week and also December birthdays. And if I missed any once again, come let me know. Um, happy birthday to Isaiah on December 11th and Zachariah on December 14th. Oh, sorry. Isaiah is in Reese's class and Zachariah is in Garcia's. And on December 16th, Caesar in Miss Wright's class. Those are all the birthdays for this week. Now, half birthdays, June 11th. Happy birthday to Noah in Marchant's class. And on the 12th of June, Chance in Mr. Joshua's class. And Mia on the 13th in Mrs. Cox's class. On June 14th, happy birthday to Emma in Miss Torres's class. And also on June 14th, Kyrie in Miss Black's class. And last but not least, June 17th, Madison in Miss Black's class. Happy birthday, everyone. All right, up next is the gratitude board, and it has filled up a lot from last week. So here we go. I'm going to try and read all the ones I haven't read yet. Starting over here, this is for Mrs. Cox. I am grateful for your laugh. Even when I hear it from down the hall, it makes me smile. And I love that you're ticklish. Oh, I wonder how this person found out Mrs. Cox was ticklish. Don't you try that out. We're not supposed to tickle teachers, okay? This is to Mrs. Richardson. I'm grateful for the years of friendship and appreciate you keeping on top of the reading monitoring and that certificate that we earned. Remember, I told you about all the reading and how we got that special award? That Mrs. Richardson really helps us a lot with that. So that's a good one. And then this one here is any introduction I've had with Mrs. Christensen has been positive. Sorry, any interaction. and rewarding. Not only is Mrs. Christensen a good person, but she's a very good teacher. She truly cares about her students. That's a great one for Mrs. Christensen. This one is for Mrs. Wesky. It says, thank you for being a shoulder to cry on and someone I can always turn to for help. And this one is for Mrs. Torres. It says, I'm grateful for Mrs. Torres because her laughter is contagious. Laughter is great, and it's even better with tears. And this one, it says, I am so grateful for all the amazing parents in this school who help me every single day with all I need to do. I'm also grateful for Miss and Mrs. Johnson for when I first got to Jacqueline and who are guiding me still. I appreciate everyone's help. This one says, Mr. Haslam is a very good teacher and he talks to his students softly. Mr. Haslam arrives to his art class on time and picks up his students on time, and the art teacher really appreciates that. This one's for Mrs. Wesky, and it says, thanks for copying all the Acadians math materials. Yay, you are awesome. This one is for Mrs. Cox, the one in the lunchroom, and it says, you are always so kind, helpful, and understanding of everyone in the school. Thank you for being a phenomenal friend to all. And this one's for Mrs. Torres. It says, Mrs. Torres is an absolute sweetheart. Her baby Scarlett is just as cute as her mom. That's true. Her baby is so cute. Brianna is a very good, Mrs. Torres is a very good teacher, and I am impressed with her. This one's for Mrs. Schlappy. It says, I'm grateful for you listening and cheering me on. Thank you. This one's for Mr. Woodhead. It says, thank you for always being willing to help without being asked. You are amazing. This one's for Mrs. Cox in third grade because she is artistic and creative and she has sweet red Dorothy heels. You know, Mrs. Cox loves The Wizard of Oz. This one's for me. What? This one says, thank you for being a fantastic boss and for always making me laugh. And this one, holy cow, is for Mr. Balloff. He says, Mr. Balloff always comes to the rescue whenever my equipment does not work for me, and I would be nothing without his help, and I appreciate Mr. Balloff helping very much. And I'm getting close to the end. I've got three more. Hang in there with me. This one says, thanks for Mrs. Black for organizing the safety patrol. I echo that as well. And this one here is for Mrs. Marchant, and it says, thank you for being an example to me and making learning fun and engaging. You're my hero. And this one's for Mr. Woodhead. It says, he's a very good teacher, and it's been a pleasure to work with him. He is very good to his students, and his students love him so very much. Mr. Woodhead is great. Wow, aren't those all such amazing things? Make sure you continue to thank your teachers, thank your friends, thank your parents for all the amazing things they do, just like we thank each other here. And for the last part of the Principal Spotlight, here is me and Mrs. Kazol getting silly stringed by the two classes who won the class prize for fundraiser. And thank you again all for participating in the fundraiser. Enjoy. What is that? What is that? No! I don't want to get silly string. I don't want to. I don't want to. Oh! I don't want to. Get out! I don't want to. Stop! I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you now. Oh, you got me. I'm going to get off. Oh, you got me good. I got to get you. I got to. Oh, I was not going to spray you. You spray me. Reload. Woo. That's my exercise for today. Thank you again, students, for participating in the fun. We had a lot of fun being silly stringed, as you can see. One more award for the fundraiser. Everyone gets, and that is the dance, which is happening Mondays. We hope you enjoy the dance party. For the Student Council Spotlight, they're going to be picking out, once again, 2 winners each, so a total of 8 chosen to come down and play Super Smash Brothers. And At the big three, tried to film traditions. Unfortunately, only one of the videos worked. And they filmed, and I feel really bad because they filmed like 8 families and they worked really hard, but the microphones weren't working. So we can't show all of them to you, but we are going to show you the one that worked. And I promise the other 7 were really good. So take a look at the Student Council Spotlight.
The 2 jack stars that I picked for Super Smash Bros. Is Isoa in Miss Reese and Zach L in Miss Garcia.
So I got Jordan in Miss C, and I got Theo in Miss Wright.
I got Jesse in Garcia's, and Zanave in Miss Black.
Okay, so I got Elizabeth in Miss Wright's class and Andres in Mrs. C's class.
Hi, we're the Mosquedas.
One tradition we do for New Year's
is we eat 12 grapes representing each month and a wish that we would like to happen.
Happy holidays. Ho, ho, ho.
Ahora en español. Bueno, nuestra tradición en Año Nuevo es comer 12 uvas y cada uva representa un deseo para tener el nuevo año. Y también oramos para agradecer todo lo que Dios nos ha dado y agradecer a Dios por lo que nos va a dar. Gracias, felices fiestas.
Thank you again, Student Council. We will try to refilm the family traditions for next week, the ones that didn't work with the microphone. And we are going to end with a class spotlight. So here is our class spotlight. Take a look.
What made me smile yesterday was watching the Cowboys beat the Eagles. Go Cowboys! Okay, you guys, I want to know what made you smile yesterday.
Playing with my mom and having time to have fun. I hugged my mom. When we went to the store. We went to the park. I know. I was with my mom. I put up my Christmas tree yesterday, and I put ornaments when we go to church. Yesterday I watched a movie with my mom when I was decorating my Christmas tree. I had a Christmas tree. I thought you had to help. I go outside as my friends being. I'm going outside and play with my friends. I have decorations at house and I'm happy. I see fireworks at my old house. My favorite part is to smile to my mom. She put the Christmas tree. We went to Judy's. We went to the pool.